And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the... We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Derek Lively is out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then it's Franz Wagner. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. Now here's Tatum. 6 to shoot. That's tipped and stolen by Hunter. Williams, a screen on Tatum. Hunter finds Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Brady lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, right to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And no shortage of confidence in Poole's game.
Pass to Williams. Fareed outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Wagner against Castle. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Castle, following the bucket by the Pistons. And the shot is good.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Wagner passes to Tatum. Lively sets a screen for Tatum. Pass to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. Poole's got his second bucket of the night.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Now Castle. Williams, a screen on Wagner. Here's Castle. Wagner with the block. And it's out of bounds. As touched by Lively. For the Pistons, Nancy's checked in for Derek Lively. Santi Aldama comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Klay Thompson in for Wagner. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Thomas, that's good.
Yeah, Thomas has options out there. He has the touch to score in the mid-range area.
Aldama finds Tatum. Back to Aldama. And the 7-footer, Sante Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
The way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
And he makes the first. You look at the Pistons, Stan, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Olynyk is checked in for Reed, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Pass to McCain. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Westbrook scanning the floor. It's good.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Thompson. Now Dosunmu. Aldama passes to Dosunmu. 5 on the clock. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Westbrook with it. Aldama's there, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
One of the most physical point guards this league has ever seen. Westbrook powers through for the and one.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Is checked in for Toronto.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. He had a strong showing last season, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. Detroit, no good that time either. Raptors leading by 8. And the Raptors miss again. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the inside. Olynyk with the steal. To the paint. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Thompson for the triple. Curry with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Raptors moving the ball around. Thomas up top. He's covered by Thompson. Steps back and fires. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. To the middle. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
On its way from Curry for 2. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Russell Westbrook out there with Castle. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Yang in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Lots of players to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pass to Castle. Bounce pass for Westbrook. And Faried kicks to Hunter. Yang passes to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Oh, Hunter slamming.
Pistons trail by 8. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second. In fourth, the Raptors.
And you know what? These are two of those teams that just live off their transition game. They put a lot of pressure on you defensively because that's where they get the bulk of their offense.
Williams, he's checked in for Toronto. Pass to Poole. Pulls it up. Rebound by the Raptors. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. Hunter against Poole. Castle on the wing. It's Faried, top of the key. For 3, Westbrook. That one doesn't go. Nice defense from Wagner.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Castle with it. He's defended by Wagner. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
No good on the free throw. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
And the second free throw, good. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Now, Castle. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Back to Curry. Williams sets a screen for Curry. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Poole the pass to Tatum. Lively a screen on Faried. Here's Tatum. Here's Lively. And Faried sends it back. Stolen by Bamba. In the corner. Tatum with it. Tatum with another miss.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Now we'll hear from Allie Laforce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Some changes here for the Raptors. Malawach is checked in for Williams. Olynyk comes in for Fareed. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Castle. Pistons trail by 11. Pass to McCain. Nance sets a screen for McCain. Now Nance. McCain finds Nance. Back to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Dosunmu's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Curry, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Michael Porter and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
When you think of prolific scorers, Thomas's name has to come to mind quickly. Now it's about him fleshing out the rest of his game.
That's good from Thomas. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Aldama. Hunter against Thompson. To the inside. Here's Nance. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll. Great athleticism. Tough to defend.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
see the stats for Thomas. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 24 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds.
Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
It's stolen by McCain. 50 seconds left to play here in the half. Back to Thompson. Clock at 6. And it's Curry with the rebound. Toronto leading by 8. Pass to Malawach. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Olynyk. Curry's got 9 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Thompson for the triple. He can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but you get everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
Direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Detroit Pistons.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. This question comes from B Smooth 94 asking, which one of you three is the best liar? I'll take this one, fellas. Be smooth. None of us have ever told a lie.
Ooh, he's good.
Very convincing.
See, but now I don't know whether to believe you guys, though. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Tatum. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Lively in at the center, filling out the middle.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, G.A., what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. So able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie. And here are the Raptors now after the basket by Detroit. Williams, a screen on Poole. Shot clock at 5. Curry dishes to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Wagner outside. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. Pass to Lively. And stolen by Hunter. Now Fareed. Here's Castle. Nailed from three-point land. Castle's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. Here's Poole. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Poole's got 8 points.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Williams, a screen on Poole. It's Curry outside.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pistons trailed by 11. Pass to Lively. Poole against Curry. And here is Poole. Curry with the defensive effort. Raptors leading by 11. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Castle sets the screen for Curry. And a miss there on the triple. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. Pass to Wagner. Now Bamba. And the jump by Bamba.
And that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Entirely new group now out there. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
It's stolen by McCain. Inside, Nance, and Nance slams it in.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson, how he performed last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Toronto leading by 6. Curry with the bounce pass. Pass to Malawach. Outside Curry, trying to end the drought. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
A shot by Thompson, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Aldama after the Raptors pick up 2. Down low. Now here's Dosunmu. Castle covering. It's stolen. Thompson against Hunter. Pass to Malawach. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Yang. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. Last season, he played outstanding. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Malawach. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Curry with the 3. Curry! What else is new?
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Inside, here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Launches it. And no good in the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for Toronto. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Castle is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Kenneth Faried. Then it's Williams. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now, here's Hunter outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Rebounded by Tatum. Pistons trail by 9. Poole outside. Wagner against Curry. Lively a screen on Faried. Tatum, that's for 2. Offline from the top of the key.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. The Pistons shooting in this game, 45%. Lively a screen on Curry. Wagner outside. Pass to Tatum for 3. The 3-point shot is pure for Tatum.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside Curry. Poole with the steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we know Poole has speed, and he uses it well to stay out ahead in transition.
Poole against Curry. Fareed setting the pick for Curry. Fareed the pass to Curry. Focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Poole finds Bamba. Outside Tatum. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Curry deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot. Here's Castle. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And stolen by Hunter. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Wagner. And stolen by Castle. Poole with the steal. Here's Wagner. Stolen by Fareed. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Curry. Rebounded by Tatum.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Outside Poole and stolen by Williams. Now Castle. Curry outside, launches from deep. Curry laser-guided shot from deep range.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Tatum, now Lively. Can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Hit the teardrop. Williams in the post, guarded by Tatum. The 19-foot shot. It's off target. Pistons trail by 9. Up top, Wagner. Fareed defending. Tatum against Curry. Now Lively. Oh, the slam dunk.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Castle against Wagner. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Right side Curry. The 3 is off.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Now Lively. Now here's Tatum. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Toronto ball.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
So it's Toronto winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Stephen Curry.